believe, oh, I've got my sparkles on. Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to the Katie's Arms. To all newcomers, and we are getting considerably larger by the week. I know. Guess who I've got these out in aid of? Guess. This episode is dedicated to the welfare of Holly Willoughby and all those who are concerned about her. I've got my boobs out especially. I've literally had to hoik these up. This is mostly padding, but that's all padding. And then those, they're basically, that's my inner thigh. And I literally, hold on, we need to drink. But anyway, I literally had to get both hands like this and go like this. And pull up my inner thigh, and then sort of like you pull up the skin that used to be your boob, and you kind of, other ladies will know. Yeah, exactly. Nice view. I know, but if you saw it, look, if you saw it without the clothes on, it's bad. So hold on, I'm just moving this light. It's in my eyes. Yes. So, but obviously these are dedicated to the safety and the well-being of Holly Willoughby at this very, very difficult time when we as a nation, as one, are all very concerned for her welfare. And I think maybe you'd join me in a prayer to Holly Willoughby and hoping that she's okay. Fuck that, actually. Let's have a drink instead. Now, you cannot comment on ongoing police matters, so we definitely won't be commenting here tonight. And anything I say about anything is unrelated. I make this very clear in case it's ever transcribed. Nothing is related to an ongoing court case. Do we understand? Yes. What happened to Holly? Oh, don't even. We'll get there in a minute. How is everybody? Welcome to the Katie's Arms. If you're new here, welcome. Do drink. It's been a couple of weeks where I didn't drink. One, because I had to go and pick Mark up from some goddamn airport, and another, I can't remember. So we're drinking. This is your pub online. My understanding from lovely people is that we are now past our 100th pub night together. And the idea here is that you laugh at me, or if I'm not being funny, do something else. And there's sort of a basic rule, which is if you don't like it or you can't be asked to watch, just off-ty piss, really. Or if you don't like anything anyone else says, off-ty piss. And if you've got a problem with anyone on here, just off-ty piss. And the key point is, if you come in the pub, that was a choice you made, and you can off-ty piss whenever you want. None of us need you here. I'm not asking you to stay. I'm not asking you to click. I'm not asking you to subscribe. But if you're here just for a laugh, at or with me, brilliant. Perfect. Love you too, my darlings. Don't forget the Wonky Lamp story. Oh, God. So we've got Wonky Lamp story. We've got Why is Alison Hammond so big story. We've got Holly Willoughby being kidnapped story. So many things. Lawrence Fox. I mean, Jesus. Wonky Lamp. Okay, so I better do this first. Why the Wonky Lamp? I told you we would discuss why. When I was married for my first marriage, my first husband had a flat in London, right? I know, what a shitbag, he sold it. I think it's part of the divorce that he was having in order to marry me, whatever. And as part of that, he brought all of his stuff from London, the London flat, which was rah-rah, and put it in my house. And this lamp and its sister, which is already at the scrap heap, were the two remaining items. So when he ran off, do you know this story? I don't know if you know. Hi from Catalonia. What? So when my first husband left me, and he left me to run off with the secretary from work, she did have a fine pair of knockers, I will say that. He left me actually in the maternity ward at the local hospital. So I just had my second daughter, and I was left in the maternity ward. But you know what? We bring all these things on ourselves, so no sympathy. But let me just say, so I had to get myself home from the maternity ward with two children then under the age of, well, 1 and 1 day. Anyway, this lamp is the last remaining item. So when he went away, and eventually when I picked myself up off the floor because of my girls, I made a list of things like, I'm going to get rid of the car, I'm going to get rid of all the stuff, I'm going to get rid of this and that, I'm going to sort out this, I'm going to build a island for me and my girls, I'm going to take over everything, I'm not going to need anyone again, and so all of this went on, and of all that cull list, this lamp remains. So it's the wonky lamp, but I just keep it as a reminder of taking things on in your life that you shouldn't or you don't need. And I choose not to throw it out and buy another lamp because I don't need more stuff in my life. I need less stuff. And what I definitely don't need in my life is someone who was going to leave me in a maternity unit with 2 children under the age of, well, 1 and 1 day. And so it's a reminder to me, and it keeps me on the straight. Mostly I don't think about it. But given the wonky lamp comes up, it's just the kind of, because actually it's a really posh lamp because it was his. And so it's a reminder also that things that seem kind of fabulous aren't always as fabulous as they seem. How about that? Don't have any sympathy for me because I've done dastardly things and stolen people's husbands, so don't be kind. But yes, so Lovely Mark has come into place, and Lovely Mark doesn't mind the lamp. So it's fine. Lovely Mark couldn't really care. What can I tell you? I can tell you some gossip. Lovely Mark is currently in Australia at a family wedding, and I can't go to the family wedding because I'm banned from the whole of Australia. And I don't know if you know that story, but and I won't repeat it because if you're like, yes, Katie, we know that story. Oh, you've told it 25 million times before. But essentially, because I went over there to do Celebrity Big Brother, which I knew I wouldn't be doing, and then I just spoke out against the tyranny of lockdown, and I tried to raise a rebel army onto the streets. I got deported and banned from Australia for 3 years. So it means that Lovely Mark's over there. Oh my gosh, look at that even. Can I just point that out? That even looks like I've actually got cleavage. What I really want to do for the comedy, what I really want to do, but I know I kind of can't, is I really want to take all of this off and show you what the reality is. Because I can't pretend anything, you know, I can't do that whole, oh, look at me, my life's so fabulous. I can't be fucked with that. All of these, oh, let me come and, what's it called, the programme? What's it called? Loves, nothing against whatever she's called, Stacey whatever. Let me tidy your home. Let me tidy your home. And they come in all dressed in beige. And they tidy a few cupboards. And you're like, oh, that would be so nice. Fuck that. Stacey's off having a drink at the pub, changed out of her fawn and beige into something else. Everyone else does the work. She comes back and goes, there we are, I've sorted out your life. And you think, I'll do that. Don't ever do that. Don't look at these programmes and think, I could do that in my kitchen. Don't. Never do that. Never start tidying a cupboard. Darlings, what am I, 48? I know better than to tidy a cupboard. As long as you can shut that door of the cupboard, that's what a cupboard is. All you want to do is be able to get your foot in there, just fucking shove it in, right? And shut the bloody door on the thing. And if you can't shut the cupboard door, shut the door to the room that the cupboard's in. Don't look at... Hello? I'm just saying. That is literally quite... Maybe have I put weight on? No, they literally are just shoved so hard. They're so... I've never been able to do that in my life. Oh no, I think it's just sticking more than anything. Don't do that. Don't tidy things. Don't think, oh, I'd like to be able to have my... No, you did it. Anything that looks that tidy means the person hasn't got a life or a personality or chaos. Surely a home should be a little bit rough and chaotic. Surely you should have shitty things that don't match. The spoon that your mum got you from the car boot. The tongs that don't quite shut right, but you quite like them. The blooming, what are they called? The things you use to cover your hands up. Oven gloves that are half set on light because some twat left them next to the gas ring and set the whole kitchen on fire. That was me. All this matchy shit. Oh, fuck off. Oh, what? Everything's cream and beige. Oh, well done. Yeah, well done. Dull as... You know what I mean? Dull. Just these people. Ugh. Oh, it's cashmere. Oh, is it? Good for you and your hand washing. Do you ever go out? No? Have you ever been so shite as you don't know where you live? No? No surprise. Fuck that. And as for these people on Instagram, I think I've gone off on one, is showing you how to fold stuff. I mean, how am I being shown those videos, A? B, did I once look too long at a video of someone folding stuff? Because I think I have, because sometimes when I'm like looking at things, I'd like to be interested, I'd like to find funny people being funny, and they've got some picture of some twat folding a pair of jeans and filming themselves do it. Fuck off. Don't fold, A, don't fold jeans. B, just like, yeah, put them together, get them in the drawer of your kid, and then just be like, boom, that's that. B, don't fucking, you're filming yourself folding, are you filming yourself folding a pair of jeans? You are. Did you imagine when you were like fun at some point in your life that you would be doing that? Filming yourself folding jeans. Filming yourself tidying the spoon cupboard. I mean, Jesus Christ. Never sit me next to you at a wedding or a bar. Because if I ask you what you do and you say, I make Instagram videos of me folding shit, I'm going to be up and off. I mean, don't even speak to me. Your brain, I don't know how big is your brain, but I'm pretty sure it would be, you know, smaller than the callus on my finger from lifting weights. What about all these other people on there? They just do shit and film themselves doing really dull shit or filming themselves crying. Who are these women? I'm just having quite an emotional day. And so I thought I'd film myself. If you were actually having a good old cry, you know, like we all just need to have a little shut away sometime and have a proper ugly cry, snot, right? If you get to that point, just do that. Get it off your chest. Brilliant. Who thinks, I know, I'll just set up my camera and I'm just going to cry into the camera. What the fuck? Fuck off. Fuck off. Cry. I've just had this result. Fuck off. You know what I mean? I'm really sorry that you got some shit news, but if you got shit news, you deal with it on your own time, wouldn't you? Why are you filming yourself crying? Or in the car, that's a favourite, isn't it? Just had such... Remember that back in the day of COVID? Nurses, such a difficult day. People don't realise how stressful it is. Mark's here from the masks. It's so upsetting. We've had to play Monopoly all day and TikTok on vital pieces of equipment that could have been used to save people's lives. Fuck off. Right, should we talk about Holly? Clearly, we're not talking about an ongoing police investigation. And clearly, none of us would ever comment or speculate or have anything to say about an ongoing criminal investigation. And the reason we know that is because those out there wishing to lock me up are probably only about 200 metres away from my house at any given moment. So, what I can say about someone completely different is, imagine that you're so fucking desperate to have attention and sympathy, you have to come up with something this monstrous. I'm not saying nothing's happened, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying, oh, for fuck's sake. Because there's so many women out there, and women out here will know, that actually have an issue with a real stalker. There are women who have people they were in relationships with or have recently been in relationship with, or husbands that didn't want them to leave, who have things like children they have to protect, who are on their own. And I know about being on your own with kids. See earlier, lamp. And they live in small houses that they can afford, but that offer them no protection whatsoever and afford them no security or safety. And there are women, and I know this a little bit personally because currently I have an issue with someone who has been reported for violent and aggressive behaviour to 5 police forces. And I'm not, this isn't about me, and yet still nothing is being done. I know how it is to try and report a stalker. I know how it is to be given an online form and no one follow up. And you beg for help and no one comes. And I only know a little bit of that. My position is more privileged, I would say, than many because I have a garden and dogs and a husband. If you're truly on your own and you're truly being stalked, my question is, what help did you ever get? Because my sense is that you got bloody ignored, completely ignored. And there will be many women out there who are actively frightened because of a real person who was in their lives and still believes he is in their life and is actively physically threatening to them or their children, and they cannot get any help whatsoever. And that's really, and this is a serious point, I know, but that's really where I go with this. How is it that one person can have sympathy from Rishi Sunak, all of ITV, have the Met Police armed guards at their mansion in the middle of London? How is it possible that one person can get all of that? And no disrespect, and not referencing this particular case, but if someone who says they might be a stalker on a text or a tweet or something somewhere also actively talks about the fact they can't leave their own home, I'm feeling like it wasn't really the threat that we're told is credible. How credible is that? I mean, again, I really don't want to make it about me, but when 2 people came to my home to chop my head off and had practice with a hunting knife, no fucker bothered to tell me that was the issue. I just think the hypocrisy is the thing. And my heart goes out to actually single mothers out there who actively have a stalker, who are desperate for help and who are continuously ignored, and then eventually they get wiped off the face of the earth in some disgusting, despicable way in front of their kids, and then the police say there were lessons to be learned. Well, please could we learn those lessons now? And you know, for everyone slagging me off like, oh, you'd think Hopkins would be kind. Fuck be kind. I am kind. I'm kind to ordinary people who really need help and who don't get special treatment. So if you think I'm being heartless, fuck off, frankly. Because I do care, but I care about ordinary people who are really in the shit. And not some puffed up little wannabe who knew about what was going on with children and did nothing. Who pushed in the line for the Queen's funeral, whose really ratings have taken an absolute dive. And now we have this. Okay, fine. Thank you. Let's move on. Alison Hammond. Oh my God. Have you seen, and if you haven't, you need to do this immediately. If someone's grabbing this to stick it on TikTok or wherever you all stick this stuff. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on, I've just got to get... Okay, hold on. Right, hold that. See, if I squeeze in like this, it's obvious. So what we're trying to do is get me to have really good boobs and make it look like I didn't know. So I'm not taking myself seriously. Jesus Christ, you should see it naked. It's disgusting. Oh, news. Varicose vein. It is getting cut out. So I thought we would do should we try and do it together? Will they let me film the surgery? How cool would that be? I thought we should do this together. So if you've got a varicose vein and it's bloody throbbing, mine throbs right up in, it's now in here. I know, it's disgusting. It's like a snake. Right in my inner thigh. I know. It's a big throbbing thing. And I know it's not the throbbing thing I'd hoped for in my inner thigh. I'm getting it cut out. So we must do that journey together because then I'll be able to tell you whether it's a good idea or not. Also, you get to wear compression stockings. I've always had a bit of a thing about compression stockings. When I had my raffle it. What, raffle my varicose vein once it gets pulled out? Do you mean that? Or do you mean my cleavage? We don't know. Okay, doesn't matter. So, yeah, I love a compression stocking. When I had my brain surgery, right, I had to put these compression stockings on that start at your ankle. I'm slightly obsessed by my boobs, can you tell? I know, the Holly Willoughby thing has worked out just brilliant for me. Ding ding. These compression stockings I had just went from like the bottom of my ankle all the way, and then they kept going all the way. I was basically one big compression stocking with just a chin, and then it even got rid of those additional chins, right? It was just like that, and I loved it. I felt like all the blood in me was like squeezed out of my head. What are we talking about? Alison Hammond. OnlyFans boobies. Yeah, I should definitely do OnlyFans. I'd make a killing. Leg hair. Nipple hair. Whoa. Whoa. Did I tell you about sending lovely Mark a picture of my nipple? Did I just go a bit too far? So, did I tell you this story already? See, this is dementia for you. I tried to send, if you're listening to this, just stop it. Stop it. You're on a cruise. Go on. Go to the buffet with father. Go on. There must be somewhere someone's eating on the cruise. Go on. Or bingo. Go on. Or some, what they call tribute act. Go on. Go see Adele. I tried to send Mark a comedy picture of my nipple, right? And the comedy of that is A, my boobs are really small. B, I only sent him one. Because obviously I'm kind of joking, right? So I was sending him a picture of my nipple. So I took the picture and to send it, right? And then I looked at the picture, there was this huge nipple hair. And I was like, that might not be the hotty romantic gesture that I thought it was. Okay, should we move on? I don't quite know why I told that story. I've gone from loathing you to absolutely loving you. Oh my gosh. Well, that's so kind. I don't know what to say about that really, other than I've walked a very straight line all my life. I mean, I've done some shitty things and I've stolen husbands and, you know, I've had some spectacular disasters, lost my house because of the court case, you know, but I'd say I've walked a very straight line and I never asked to be agreed with and I never asked to be liked. And I actually never asked anyone to think what I thought. And I suppose since I've been able to just speak through this method, people have seen that. Whereas before, because I was always telling things exactly as I saw them, and the media needed you to think I was an asshole, so you didn't believe me, and so they made me a monster. I mean, I did some stuff that made me a monster too. Fuck me if I come out with some lines that I mean. But I think that's why, which is why like Celebrity Big Brother in the UK was really nice, because I went in super hated, and then people sort of saw more of me and kind of got the fact that most of the time I'm trying to keep people going, have a laugh, you know. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Alison Hammond. Did you see the size of her? Okay, here we are. The size of her versus the size of Rishi Sunak. Doesn't matter what you watch, doesn't matter. You have got to go and look at a picture of Alison Hammond. Hold on. Next to Rishi Sunak. I am serious. He is this big and she is an absolute effing unit. I mean, she is a unit. The fucking size of the woman. And I don't mean that in like a fatty bum bum way. Jabba bum bum. I just mean she reminds me of, who's that other bird? Gemma Collins. Did some stuff with Gemma. They are units. Like, they are 6'2", 6'3", Gems might be. They are solid. Like, if ever it was like some sort of nuclear attack or maybe a tsunami, you want to get behind one of them. Like, if a tsunami comes and you see Alison Hammond, fucking get under it, right? Treat it like a house. It's basically a house. That is a bunker in itself. Like, because she does Bake Off. I mean, she does everything, doesn't she? Bake Off, politics, NatWest. I mean, is there anything Alison Hammond doesn't do? Voice of the people. Oh, sure. Anyway, in the Bake Off tent, if there was like a nuclear attack, an arm... Did you just see the amount of boob that just came out? It's terrific. If there was a nuclear attack while they were doing I don't know, what do they do in there? Blancmange. Fucking get under Alison Hammond. Get under there, get in the inner thigh. I mean, you'd have to pull it down on you. Alison Hammond's, you know, get up there, get up the skirt, pull down Alison Hammond's bits and bobs, either side of your head, like a helmet. You are fucking safe as houses. Safe as, I mean, I can't say what that environment would be like. might be quite untouched. But just get up there and wear Alison Hammond like a helmet. Did I just use the phrase, wear Alison Hammond like a helmet? Apparently I did. Same with Gemma Collins. They are units. Unit. Oh, I don't know. What can I say? I'd ask you to forgive me, but honestly, I don't give a single shit. If you're laughing, fucking thank God, right? Because we're up against it, darlings, every which way. Fucking perverts, pedos, bullshit on the media. Don't fly, don't eat meat, don't do this. Turn off your heat, live in the dark. Suck on the arse of a locust. Be miserable, be smaller. No, do the opposite. Fuck 'em. Fly more, eat more meat, burn more carbon. I had a painter around today. I know. Wow. Waka chaka waka chaka. Love me a painter. He obviously played football as well. I'm just saying, not that I was looking at his calves, but I'm just saying, if he's watching this, that'll be terrible. He won't be. Painter, hold on. What was I going to say? Oh yes, he asked, did I want oil-based paint or water-based? Because many people these days want water-based because they don't want oil-based paints. Who are these weasels and why do I live anywhere near them? I was like, wait a minute. Are you telling me people don't want oil-based paints because they don't agree with oil? And he was like, yes, they want to be environmentally friendly. I was like, bring it. I want oil everywhere. If you can paint with oil, I want oil. If you know a guy that sells coal, bring me it. Put oil directly on my walls. I need the oil. And he looked at me like, I think you might be taking this a bit too far. Can you imagine? People are choosing alternative paints. It's like the weirdos down the effing garden centre that don't want, what is it, you're not supposed to have peat, isn't it? Fuck that. Oh yeah, peat makes your plants grow really, really well. So yeah, we're not going to use that anymore because I'd rather all my plants look like shit. But at least, you know, here I am saving the planet. Fucking, my name's Phoebe. Yeah, I'm just recycling my tea bags. Yeah, I like to pin them on the line individually with the clothes pegs that I basket wove myself out of my own leg hair shavings. Oh yeah. Okay, I think we've got a sense of my mood. Do I like Poland? Do I like Poland? Poland, come on. Hungary, Croatia, Slovenia. Putin right now calling out Klaus Schwab as the globalist terrorist that he is. Tell me, what's not to love? Okay, darling, I better go. So, I'll see you somewhere on the road. If you can get to Swindon, the Mecca in Swindon, the perverts, some desperate people who have never had sex in their lives, tried to cancel Swindon, and Mecca said, nah, we're not cancelling. Let her come. We might not like her. We might not agree with her. No need for that. Thank you. But let her come. So if you can get to Swindon, get your ass to Swindon. If you go to katiesarms.com, you can see, I'm looking for a flyer. Can't see one. Balls. You can see there's, I think we're nearly sold. We probably are sold out in Blackpool. I don't know where else we've got some tickets. I think the answer to that might be, oh, we added a night in Hope, in Battle in Sussex. So there is tickets there. There are tickets there. And otherwise, the Silly Cow Tour in 2024. Oh, also there's a few tickets left for Christmas in Bournemouth. And I can already tell I've got a really, really naughty feeling. And usually that's ended up with me either being arrested or deported or banned from the whole of South Africa or banned from schools in Wales. So I don't know how that's going to turn out, but you should definitely come. Thank you all. I would come to Ireland. I just need a venue. So remember this weekend, please, last thing from me, listen to some music that you love and just listen to it all the time whenever you feel a moment of like, oh God, it's a lot. The second thing is anytime you think, oh, have I not done this right? This isn't good. They're saying that about me. Remember me. I've done everything the worst possible way and it's all right. You don't need them to like you, and fuck them really. If they're slagging you off or putting you down or making you feel small, or they start a question that's not really a question, it's really designed to just load you up with making themselves feel better by making you feel worse, let them go. Just look at them and think, I know why you did that. I know why you asked me that. You asked me that to make me feel worse and yourself feel better. And make a mental note of it. I don't need you in my life. And just let those people go, my darlings. Oh shit, I nearly knocked over my wine. Did you see the fear? Go out there, have a bloody great weekend and do fun things, because life's too short to be sensible. And life's too short to tidy a fucking drawer or dress in mostly beige or shapewear or, you know, give a shit, really. Go on. Go on. Go and bloody well have fun and smoke as much as you can before the bastards stop that as well. Okay, go, go, go. Have a lovely weekend and I'll see you, hopefully, same time next week here at your pub. And hopefully we're going to have these in 2024 as well. The Katie's Arms. Cheers to everybody and thank you very much for all your kindness towards me. I see you, I appreciate you, and I can't talk about it too much because it sets me off. Okay, lots of love.